Hey everybody, Alex Stephenson here with yet another Innistrad Swiss draft. So our pack that we opened, I guess we have probably two choices. Um, Dearly Departed is what, a 6 mana 5/5 flying, and if it's in your graveyard, humans you control get an additional counter on them. That's pretty good. Slayer of the Wicked is a built-in like 2-for-1 card though. Um, Definitely should be considered a high pick. But I think this is like our win con. This is just straight up like a win con. So I can actually pick this over Slayer of the Wicked and then start, grabbing other tools for the rest of the deck. Like Dearly Departed is not something that you are always going to see. And 5/5 flyers is not many of them. So I think Dearly Departed is going to be the pick here. And this lets you do sort of go towards that green-white direction too. He looks like he fits really well in that sort of green-white direction. Okay, well, that being said, I haven't really done that archetype either, so I can start gearing in that direction. And if I want to do that, then I think Elder Cathar is definitely the pick. Um, just a value creature, goes really good with the humans, as will this. So let's try green-white, or see if we can do green-white. We're not necessarily in it yet, but I'd like to try to get into that. Um, well, if I wanted to do that, um, maybe the Pilgrim, because it's a human and it ramps. The Haunting would keep us on white, and it's an uncommon, though. It's also a spirit like this. Not that that matters. Village Bellringer, human. Um, I mean, green-white is an archetype, and the question is, do I want to just force it right now? Um, Otherwise, I can pick Midnight Haunting and stay white and wait for an open color, and that's not bad either. But I mean, both of these card. Well, let's try and get the most synergies that we can. So let's actually pick the Absence Pilgrim and try to do this green-white archetype, I think. And well, possibly. I think we just grab up a second one now, and yeah, I don't really see a problem with that. Two Absence Pilgrim is good. No problem with that. All right, here we'll pick up our travel preparations. Let's that's definitely going to be a necessity for this kind of deck. Yeah. Um, Turns your pilgrims into beaters. Just an amazing card. Actually a higher pick than the Festerhide Boar, I think, just because it turns your little guys into, killers. So, let's try that. Haven't gotten a chance to really play this card yet, but I've had it played against me and I know how good it is. Okay, here, I think we actually picked the Bonds of Faith. It's a buff spell for us, or it's a kill spell for them, so that's good. Unruly Mob might be the pick otherwise, but no, let's get our Bonds of Faith. Let's get some perfect removal for our kind of deck. Okay, I think we actually just picked the Dark Thicket Wolf, an amazing beater. And, if you get a travel prep on that, that's pretty sick. Ranger's Guile gets an honorable mention, but I think Dark Thicket Wolf's better. Well, I guess we could take a Ranger's Guile now. Demon Halberg is interesting because in white you have cards like Thraben Sentry and Mausoleum Guard and Doomed Wayfarer, all of which you can sacrifice and, not really have a bad drawback, and you'd be able to equip this +4/+2. Actually, I didn't even see the Voiceless Spirit. I think that's just a pick, getting another evasive beater. I think we're fine with taking the Moment of Heroism here. Could possibly play that too if we're short on removal. I'm pretty sure it's good in this deck. I think actually Rally the Peasants is going to be good in this deck too if we can get enough. If we can get enough creatures, definitely that can just put games away. Um, Inquisitor's Flail is quite good on flyers, but I'd like to get some more creatures now. and just have a really good choice of creatures later. So we'll pick up the Village Bellringer, who is a good he's a good creature anyway. He's a good creature. Um, okay, here I suppose we'll just take the Corpse Lunge, get rid of a potential removal spell from our opponents. Take the creature, take the Moon Mist, I guess. I think we'll just hide the Moon Mist. I don't really anticipate uh, getting a ton of werewolves. I guess it's possible. Okay. Well, I'm pretty sure the pick for us here is going to be the Slayer. We don't even have a 4-drop. He's an amazing one. He's a human. He kills things. Yeah. So we're picking that over the Priest, which I don't anticipate tabling, but this is actually a good pack. You've got the Rolling Timblor, the Spider, Villagers, Interloper, Dagger's really good. Actually, Dagger's really good with our deck too. But I think the Slayer is going to be more important as he's both, a creature and removal. Let's see. I I think we just pick up the Butcher's Cleaver because we've got actually a lot of humans, right? One, two, three, four, five, yeah, and we can definitely pick up more. And Butcher's Cleaver can just put away a game. So yeah, I'm fine with picking that over the Doom Traveler. I would like this card too, but Butcher's Cleaver is awesome. Okay, so we've got a Rebuke, but we're the aggressive deck. I don't really like playing Rebuke when we're the aggressive deck. Uh, I think the Orchard Spirit is going to be fine. It's good with travel preparations because it's, got the evasion. So, yeah, yeah, I'm fine with picking that. Well, here we have a couple choices, but I'm actually pretty sure I'm just going to pick the Prey Upon and pick up a little bit more removal because I'm looking right now and it's pretty much just Bonds of Faith and Slayer the Wicked. So I think actually I pretty much really have to pick Prey Upon here over the Spectral Rider, which I think is good, and over the Somberwald Spider, which I also think is good. Prey Upon is just going to be really good for us, I think, especially with like our Dark Thicket Wolf or even our Elder Cathar would be pretty cool. Well, okay. So the choice is really travel preparations or Moldgraph Monstrosity, but I think we can actually pick the Monstrosity here. Uh, so then we'll have Dearly Departed and Moldgraph Monstrosity as our finishers. I really do want to pick the travel prep here. This would be amazing actually right now, but Moldgraph Monstrosity can just completely put a game away. So especially since we're ramping to like getting an early Moldgraph Monstrosity, that would be tough to come back from. I think we actually pick up the Hamlet Captain over the Woodland Sleuth, just because it's a human lord. And how many humans do I have again? Do I still only have? Yeah, I mean, I guess I've got some spirits now too. He could just be a 2/2 for 2 a lot of times, but we still have a pack left, and I can pick up some more humans. So I think I am actually picking up the Hamlet Captain. I want to be, ultra aggressive here. Um, so Ambush Vipers like removal, but Spidery Grasp is also like removal too, albeit a little bit more expensive. Um, I suppose I feel Ambush Viper can actually be played aggressively, but Spidery Grasp can kill flyers, which we are actually going to have a problem with. We've got the Voiceless Spirit and the Dearly Departed so far to stop flyers. Let's do the, well, it's Grasp or Viper. I mean, the fact that Viper can wield a cleaver is trying to making me. I think because I just want to balance my mana curve out a little bit. Well, wow. All right. Well, Hamlet Captain's definitely a card that's good in multiples. So I'm going to pick that over the Dark Thicket Wolf here. Try and get some more humans. Just get a ridiculous amount of humans. Rolling Timblor would be really good against us. Really don't know why I'm seeing this card again. I'm gonna take it over the Kinder Catch because of our the 2 bombs is enough. I don't think I need to play Kinder Catch. I think Selfless Cathar, get another early creature, another early human creature for Hamlet Captain. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. So we're doing super aggro. Um, I guess we'll take Thriving Purebloods. We don't even have a 5-drop yet. Take another Selfless Cathar. This might be a 16 land deck if I can get the curve just right. I like Bridge Wolf actually. Third to last. I don't think it necessarily should be. Alright, well, we're already looking pretty good, honestly. This is 22, and if I played it like this, I don't even think I'd have a problem with that. So now everything's icing on the cake. Wow. Alright, this is a ridiculous pack. I think we take the Divine Reckoning, um, only because we have the 2 bombs. And if I pick up like Thraben Sentry or Mausoleum Guard, it works so well with Divine Reckoning. Um, Daybreak Ranger, if I was doing red, I mean, I suppose I could be doing red for Rally the Peasants, in which case he's a human on this side, kills flyers. God, Divine Reckoning is good though. Um, I don't really have a ton of creatures right now that I want to keep with Divine Reckoning, so it may end up just not being good enough. It's really only the Dearly Departed and the Moldgraph Monstrosity, and I would hope that I don't have to Divine Reckoning at that point. Daybreak Ranger, Divine Reckoning, ugh. Let's get the Daybreak. I know it's weird. I might throw in a couple mountains though, and then even on this side he can kill flyers, so he's actually good. Okay, do I take the Spirit or the Morbid Boar or the Blazing Torch too? And get what, a 4th piece of removal? Because then I would have Prey Upon, Bonds of Faith, and Slayer. So I could just pick up Blazing Torch. There's also Festerhide Boar, Gallows Warden, and even Creeping Renaissance, naming creatures, is I could see that being devastating. Let's take out the Pure Bloods. I really don't think I'm going to be playing those. I might actually pick up Renaissance just because it's so good late game. It's like a 5 mana, 5 mana get all the creatures back from your graveyard is really good. If you happen to be going late game, that can just put a game away. Otherwise, Blazing Torch is. I think since I've got so many creatures, I'm gonna actually pick up the Blazing Torch and get a solid piece of removal. I mean, I suppose we can play Silverchase Fox. We can play Spider Spawning, but we're never gonna flash it back. I mean, I've got 16 creatures. It'd be nice to get some enchantment outs though. And Silverchase Fox is also a little beater. He's not a human though, so he'd be probably sideboard. I guess we don't have a 5-drops in. Spider Spawning would just give me a lot of creatures. Be cool with travel preparations too. So it's Pitchfork's cool because we've got all the humans. Um, Dark Thicket Wolf's cool because it's so aggressive, but I feel like I'm going to be playing a lot of spells, so this isn't necessarily a Dark Thicket Wolf deck. Although it's kind of cool that you can just attack in, and they never want to block because then you'll pump him and kill something. So he's cool like that. Um, Pitchfork maybe. Still feeling that. Hmm. Pitchfork, Spirit, Dark Thicket Wolf. I feel like we're already pretty good on creatures. So getting an equipment besides Butcher's Cleaver would be pretty good. I'm gonna get the Pitchfork. I know it's kind of a weird choice, but First Strike is really good. Um, Hollowhinge Scavenger and Geistcatcher's Rig, both good. I think we have to pick the Priest though because it's a human and it's like a semi-removal spell. Works well with their Hamlet Captain, stuff like that. So, yep, we're gonna pick the Priest. We have a pretty low mana curve. I definitely think this is an unruly mob deck. We're just gonna be pumping out creatures, so um, yeah, this is definitely an unruly mob deck, and we can definitely do um, 16 lands. I can lower the mana curve on this tremendously, and just run our 2 bombs as the high mana cost because we still have the 2 pilgrims for ramp, you know. Um, I think we pick another Elder Cathar. We definitely have enough humans now. So Elder Cathar, we don't care if it dies. Just get another one. We might even be able to do like all human, strictly human deck. That would be really strong. I think we can take the Urgent Exorcism for sideboard, get an enchantment out. This deck looks really good. Like I'm gonna have to make some choices as far as what I want to cut. Because now it's like the top end. I mean, I have to play these, but they're like don't even fit in. They're just a win on their own sort of thing, which isn't bad at all. I mean, I don't really see myself playing Make a Wish, but I suppose it's possible. Sideboard option or something for our opponent's heavy removal. I don't really see it though. Um, I mean, Nevermore for sideboard. If they have something that's like out of control, like a Bloodline Keeper or something, maybe. I suppose, why not? And it's a rare. I look for any excuses I can to pick a rare. We'll pick the Flail here. I think since I've already got the Cleaver and the Pitchfork, and they work better with the humans. Wow. Hollowhinge Scavenger, third to last. But anyway, since I have Butcher's Cleaver and Inquisitor's Flail, um, Pitchfork and Butcher's Cleaver, the Inquisitor's Flail seems a little bit unnecessary. But yeah, I'll definitely see what goodness I can build out of this. All right. Well, this is what I've come up with. It looks really good, actually, now that I've pieced it all together. So I actually cut the Spirit, the Viper, and the Dark Thicket Wolf, which are actually all really good cards on their own. But I'm maximizing this human thing, and I think we have 14 humans, if I counted right. That's like sick with Elder Cathar, with the Cleaver, with the sharpened pitchfork even, all of that is like so good with a bunch of humans. And the double Hamlet. I mean, not to mention double Hamlet Captain. How about plus Dearly Departed? So there's like all sorts of stuff. I mean, granted, he has to be dead for your humans to get buffed, but that like, you know what I mean? Like if they kill your Dearly Departed, then all of your humans are going to come in buffed. So that's really good. So I still am playing these 2 late game guys. I'm only going to do 16 lands because of the 2 Absence Pilgrim and the really, low mana curve. Um, I still want to splash red, I think, for Daybreak and Rally. Let's sort by color here. So we have more white than green. Moldgraph's the only one that's triple green. See what they suggest. They don't even suggest the mountain for the Daybreak. They don't even detect the Daybreak's transform side, I guess, or the Rally the Peasants flashback. I can probably get away with just doing one because in both cases the red isn't necessary for the card to work, but I still would like to try it. So they're suggesting 9-7. So I think we're actually going to do 8-1-7. Um, yeah, I think that'll be fine. We don't need a ton of land, which is nice. We would like to land our Absence Pilgrim first turn, and we only have 7 green lands, I guess, but we have a low mana curve, so the ramp's not like absolutely necessary. Yeah, I think this deck looks really powerful. I don't think I want to run 17 lands though, because I feel like it's a deck that could get easily flooded. I've had bad experiences running 16 lands in the past, but I'm hoping the Pilgrims can bring us through that. So, yeah. Um, let's give this a try.